See this in 3D. All lights out for me. All lights out for me. Lightning strikes the beach. 80 degrees. Warm it up for me. Finally free. Found the God of me. And I want you to see I can walk on water. 1,000 miles from shore. I can float on the water. Father, hold me close. Don't let me drown. I know you won't.
Yeah, walking on the bridge, I threw my sins over the deep end. Sipping till my stomach hurt this month, I done lost 3 friends. Early morning brainstorming, normally I can't sleep in. Sometimes I just wanna restart it, but it all depends. If I'ma be that same young hungry from West End. But my heart is wrong, and the crazy part ain't have no pen. Maybach interior came with sheepskin. Still remember when I just had 3 bands. Now I'm the one everyone call on, cause I got deep pants. Bro told me the way to beat the game is on the defense. And never phased by names that they might call me, but they gon' respect it. And I feel like you better off trying to call, I might not get the message. And she just tried to run off with my heart, but I blocked off the X. Yeah.
I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know that you look over us, so we silently rain down the rain. Yeah. Oh.
I was up for self. I was up for sale, but I couldn't tell. God made it rain, the devil made it hell. Dropped out of school, but I'm the one at Yale. Made the best tracks, it still went off the rail. Had to go down, down, down. Just a new town, town, town. Just a new 10, 10, 10. I'm going in. Here I go on a new trip. Here I go acting too lit. Here I go acting too rich. Here I go with a new chick. And I know what the truth is. Still playing after 2 kids. It's a lot to digest. When your life always moving, architecture digest. But I needed home improvement. $60 million home. Never went home to it. Genius gone clueless. It's a whole lot to risk. Alcohol anonymous. Who's the busiest loser? Heated by the rumors. Read into it too much. Fiending for some true love. Ask him, what do you love? Hard to find what the truth is, but the truth was that the truth sucked. Always seem to do stuff, but this time it was too much. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody hurts, but I don't judge rentals. It was all so simple.
I see you in 3D. The dawn is bright for me. No more dark for me. I know you're watching me. 80 degrees, burning up the leaves. Finally I'm free. Finally I'm free. As I go out to sea, I can walk on water. Won't you shine your light? Demons stuck on my shoulder. Father, hold me close. Don't let me drown. I know you won't.
They ain't some things don't matter. You inside me, you and mine. You inside me, I don't find them. You inside me, inside now. Why you so scared that somebody find out? I am a flex, imagine your ex face when he find out. I am the best, you hit the top, wait till they find out. He not a threat, send him a text, put him on timeout. Keep the flowers in 100,000. Keep the flowers in 100,000.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Keep the flowers, I said 100,000. Took you out that metro house and dropped your name on my new album. Your life finna change right now. Your life finna change right now. Balenciaga
All right. Let's go live over here. Session. Oh shit, one thing. Hold on, give me 1 second. Switch over this. All right, cool. Good morning, everyone. What's going on? All right. Still in Vise? Oh man. Wait, did we go up? Oh no, market open. All right, we're about to find out. What's going on, everyone? You guys might check. You guys hear me? I think it should be good, right? All right, let me just clear all this off, and then we'll see what we can do today. So, I think we have some. No, we don't. We don't have any news today. So, no news today. What the fuck is that? My thumbnail. Why is that on my thumbnail? Why does it say July 4th? Oh no, that's not my thumbnail. All right, never mind. I'm tripping. Sorry. Yeah, so we have no news today. It's just gonna be whatever price decides to throw at us. Tomorrow, yeah, no news as well. Wednesday, you got some CPI, so that should be a pretty big day. On Thursday, it's unemployment claims, and then Friday, you got what do you call it? Core PC price index, prelim, GDP, quarter good orders, JOLTS job openings, and all of that. All right, but it looks like it's a pretty decent week. I mean, CPI is pretty big. Like CPI is up there in terms of like I'll say tier folders. I think it's more of a A tier. Yeah, A tier folder. So should be pretty good. Let's go on the charts and see what's up though. Pop out this. I think you're sharing the wrong screen. You're right, I am. Sorry, hold on. I changed my screen. There we go. All right. Last thing here. Let me just open this up. Chat, there's daylight saving, so the clocks might be a little off for you guys. Probably wondering like why I was an hour late today. Share this screen. What am I sharing here? This one. All right. So let's go over here. Is it 1 hour early? Is it an hour early, an hour late? My clock went back an hour. My clock went back an hour. For you guys, it's gonna be. So right now it should be 9. Oh yeah, it went back an hour. I'm tripping. Yeah, it went back an hour. So it's probably like 7:25 right now. It would be like 7:25, right? Cool. All right. Yeah, let's see if the market's not as there. I mean, you're still in this range here from what do you call it? From earlier this week, like from the beginning of March. Still, nothing has like really changed in terms of that. You had this massive drive, right? That occurred. When did this occur? Like, yeah, beginning of March, right? So that was like, I think last Monday, Tuesday. And then you had started a range, right? And I was hoping you can like do something, if not breakout on like last Friday, at least like do something in order to give us a breakout. And that something usually would be like, you know, breaking the highs or breaking the lows, right? It doesn't have to drive like just because it breaks, but just breaking something to show us that there's volume so that this week you could continue to sort out its direction and give us something directional to start the week off. It's only Monday still, so maybe today could still that can still happen. But you know, the earlier we kind of break out, the sooner we'll get something that occurs, right? Something that's more directional. The thing is, this range is still tradable, right? It's like this range here is roughly 1,400 pips, so it's pretty tradable. You got a lot of ranges there. But just in terms of directional, you know, it's not gonna be like you come to the charts and it's like trending heavy towards a certain area. It's like just in this overall range though. So it's just important to understand, because then you can kind of understand like what part of the market cycle you're in, right? So if you were to go on to the playbook, go to V2, all right, you go to like the market cycles area, you're gonna see that if you look at today's market cycle, like what part of the range are we in, right? Or what part of the cycle are we in? There's 3 cycles. There's drive, there's range, and there's liquidity, right? We're in the range cycle. That's where we are. We had the drive, and then liquidity is next. So it's like, obviously, this liquidity is like showing that's bearish, but it could be anything, right? It can come back up. But we need to break out. Like, you need this to occur, something that breaks out of this range here, right? And that's what happened here. And after that, you start to head down. But yeah, you need to break above or below, right? That's very important to have right now. So that's kind of where we are on price. Like, we had this, yeah, this drive and this range, and liquidity is like, okay, where's liquidity next? We don't know, right? But you didn't, like, you came down on, I think this is Friday. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is Friday right here, or Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. So Sunday did come down. Wait, did you come down towards, what is this? 40.15, right? Oh wow, I had a 40.15 mark yesterday. Yeah, you came down towards like 40.17, 40.16, and then it was close to breaking the lows, right? It was close to breaking this low. It would have been nice, but rejected off of it, and then you kind of like pop back to the top of the range again. I think you've rejected 940 pips, something like that, since. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad in terms of volume. Let's see. Let's get to marking up though. I think what we can do here is we could. Let's see. Let's put 50, 57. Let's put something here. Right? So these ranges aren't too important. Like you don't gotta be too precise with it. It's just to identify like where you're what range you're in and what you're kind of working with. It's like your work area. You're just building out, you're mapping out your work area, right? You don't want to focus on any of this shit up here or any of like this stuff down here. You want to just focus on like this range right now, because that's the range that we're sitting in. So that's like kind of the main purpose of like drawing your support and resistance, right? It's not really to take buys and sells off of them. So then you got something up here at let's put up here. See how far does it go back? So that's the 4. You got some rejections here. Go for a left, more rejections, and then that's all-time highs, right? So I think this is all the info you have. Let's see. I think right there is good. All right, so yeah, 50, 48.358, and then you got like 198.324. Those could be like your two major zones that you're kind of working in here. And then in between, right, you got more zones. Like, yeah, these are like, I'll say your more major zones. So between these two areas is what makes you a range. This is going to be now, let's see, what is this? This is now going to be 1,400 pips. Yeah, so 1,400 pips. Pretty big range. Maybe we can move this up a little bit. I'll leave that. I'll add a zone here though. So you got some stuff going on over here, right? I'm assuming if this were to continue to make its way up towards like 5132, that could be some areas that you could kind of reject off of. So we can put something around there. I think that's it. We could continue to add more zones, like more so down here too, and this is the mid range, but I don't think we're looking for any sells below here. Like if we were to look for sells today, we're gonna look for more sells below like 50, 48. The only way we can look for sells below here is if you break the highs above here first and then shift back into the range, and then sure, below there is fine, right? But with how we're kind of sitting in price here, if you were to come down first, right, and then shift back up above, this range is okay. That range is still fine. If you were to just shift up from here without creating a bottom wick, I'll probably let it fly. I'll probably see what happens afterwards, but let's assume it flies. Continues to pull back and re-break, like maybe above here. Most likely not, to be honest, but I would prefer if you could continue to shift down first for like a bottom wick in these areas. If you can do that, right, and then shift all the way back up to the top of the range, we can look for buys above 51.34, and then look to continue up within this range here. So this would be like your main focus, right? But I do want to see if you can create a bottom wick for these areas here, because something could be missing here, right? So that'd be nice, but that's why I don't want to take sells below here. At least right now with the information we have in front of us, it doesn't indicate that if you were to break below here that it's gonna drive. It can easily still break below, and then it could close bullish and then just continue, or yeah, come back into the range, right? If it continues, sorry, I think I drew it wrong. If it can close below and then come right back into the range, right? If it closes below it and closes bullish, different story. Then we'll have a bit more structure. You have more top wicks in these areas, and then as it continues to break below 50.48, that's when I'm looking for more so my sells, right? You have a lot of range below here too. You have the entire range fill right here, and then obviously more to the left if you look below, but it's only if you like really create structure below, but definitely no sells below here. Whatever happens below 50.70 till 50.48, that's like 220 pips. It's not too bad. We'll let that fly down. It does, right? And the same thing the buys here too. If you don't create a bottom wick, we'll let it fly up. That's like 300 pips that we'll watch fly up, and then we'll look for more ideas afterwards, right? So yeah, right now it's only gonna be these two major zones here. It's like this is the range that we're working with. And then in between, we have something here, right? That's going to be a pretty key zone for later on. And as the session goes on, we might adjust it off of whatever price Prince throws at us. But with what we have right now, I think that's pretty solid for our zones here. So what am I doing? I'm going to go over here and copy this over. So 5198. So 5198, 5134, 50.48. Yeah, I'll leave it as that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what price brings them. We said 30 leg candle. This one, yeah. Yeah, below that 48 zone. I wonder if this is from last night. This might be a doji. What time frame is this? 4. If this is a doji. What zone is this? 5138, 138, 134. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Similar zone, and then you block this out too, and then you just have a regular range. It's below here. 57.7, 50.48, maybe a little higher. Below here. And then you have this entire range film. We can leave this actually, this won't matter. Yeah, it could be. Could be a little higher. Could be a little higher than 40. Could be the 70 zone spot. I think if that were to happen, I'd like to see if you could at least fill this wick first. You can come up towards here. All right, top of the range. And then afterwards, flip. That'd be nice. And that flip should give us a pop and then continuation, potentially. But I would like to see if you can come up towards here. So maybe I can add something here too. What is this? 5138. I think that's the zone that we had earlier. 5138, 134, 138 is around here. Yeah, so we'll move it up towards 138. Which is the wick film. So yeah, we can get that. That'll be nice. If we can tap that zone. So how far are we? We are 207 pips away from breaking the highs, and then 200 more actually. Or yeah, 300 pips from breaking our lows. So yeah, it's just in between. This area you probably don't want to touch, right? Well, you want to see like where it breaks into first, either this top of the range or this bottom of the range. But once you do, you should get continuation of volume. And that kicks in, and then that leads to like some directional opportunities, and then that's your push. That's your day. All right. So that is gonna be what we'll wait for today. No, I don't know any traders. So New York opened just an hour earlier. No, at the same time, I mean, it's still 8 a.m. East. 8 a.m. East is still good. Search up 8 a.m. East on Google and whatever time that is, and then look at your time or country, whatever. And then that should give you the time for your, when NY opens. It's the same time. It's just going to be different if you're not from North America. Because your clocks didn't change, right? I think your clocks change next week or something. I think. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's changed end of the month. Oh, depends where you're from, but Europe and UK. Yeah, 28. What's the box from the level based on? Which level? Like this is just based on like looking at this range here, right? So a lot of times like you would think it's like more predictable to trade because it's in the range. So like you'll probably want to like look for sells here and buys here, but like just why don't you just wait for price to actually tap this zone or tap this zone first, because that's when you're going to see volume and you're going to see it, right? Like you could see volume going leading up towards those areas, but right now we don't. I have no clue where price is going to go. I have no clue if price is going to tap into like 5138 first or come down to tap into the bottom of the range, right? So we're waiting to see if it can tap here or here first. But once it does, you'll see like a shift in volume. Like you'll see the difference because that's going to bring in volume, because what happens then is like you actually break the highs, right? So breaking highs, you'll think, oh, generic price action shows that you should like continue up. But let's say you don't. Let's say you fake back into the range. You'll still get a movement overall, right? If you were to continue up, you'll still get a move up. Same thing with the move down. Like you break the lows, right? You know, ideally it should continue driving down. Great, that'll be a move. But if it doesn't, breaks back into the range, that'll be a move too, right? And hopefully it's something more directional, at least something more directional. But this is like non-directional. Like there's really nothing happening in this area, or along this entire box here, right? So it's just more of like understanding like market cycles and just volume, right? Waiting for volume to kick in. You know that this is going to be like your least non-tradable range today. It's a big range, right? I mean, if you want to force trades, and then you could. It's 670 pips. I'm sure it's tradable to a certain extent. But for what I'm looking at, I want to see if you could tap here or here first before I actually look for ideas, because I need volume. I wouldn't identify this as volume. So that's kind of why we have those two zones. Maybe I'll even add this over here too. So we'll add this somewhere down here just so we can see. Right? But that should like shift volume in. Or you see the minute's like just kind of like choppy. Like even going up, it was choppy. The last time you had some consistent movements was like this move here, which was 5:38 in the morning. So like 3 hours ago. And then this move as well here, this move going up was like similar to this move going down. I think the move going down was actually a lot sharper because the move going up had a little bit of range on the way up. So it's a little choppy still, right? So like could bearish be more dominant? Right, but look, like these moves up have been pretty slow too. So, I mean, any given point you can get a correction and it could be a 1-2 pop back down and that would bring volume. But yeah, we're not like trying to like predict and guess like kind of where price is headed right now, and that's why we have these two zones here. Just we want to see where it taps first, right? Like you don't want to be guessing this range here. Oh, it's gonna go up from here, man, or oh, it's gonna go down from here, man. Like no clue, right? So you want to wait until it actually shows you where it wants to go. So that's why those two zones are very important. They're not really like entry zones. They're more so just like volatile zones. Like once you tap it, should be a shift. So yeah, that's the day. What's up, Marcos? That's what we'll do to them. Did you move your setup? Yeah, I moved my setup a little bit. I just like shifted it. This one's like, it's more background to it. Do I need to have a Blueberry Raw account to extend my chart? I don't think so. Wait, what do you mean extend your chart? I think raw accounts or commission accounts should be the same. Like you could move your charts, just play around with like these settings up here, no? And that should like work for you. I can't move like this, like on TradingView. Here, go on. What is this? This is whatever this one is. Click on it, and you can kind of just, you know, move around with it. You might go on like properties, and like you might want to go on like show. Or where is it? Common. Go on like chart shift. This is my settings. Scale fix maybe. I think it's one of those. And then this right here, you can, you know, move it to the middle. That's a trick that I learned. I think you gotta change the color of this. This might be grid. I think this might be part of grid. So if your grid is like matching the background, you won't see it. But if you put like green, I think, yeah, this is the grid. I think you could see the arrow. You can kind of move left and right. I thought I was gonna be an hour later for you yesterday. I didn't know it was like an hour ahead. I forgot. In my head, it was like, nah, it was gonna be 9 for you guys. Let's go on live chat. I was on top chat. So baby, some. You bit me saying waiting for Iceman? I know you wait on Iceman. Can you check 15? What about the 15? 15, I think I was looking at the 15 earlier. Was I? Same idea though. Like I don't think we're gonna get movement until we actually tap into like 138 or into 56.7. But I will say, pay attention if it comes down. Pay attention to the way it comes down here, because if you come down and start correcting like this push here, which is like, I think this is gonna be, yeah, 200 pip pop. If you correct this move and it's gonna be a lot more consistent than the move up. Like see how it took, this move up took like, how many candles here? 70 candles. If you can correct the move in like half of that, or maybe like a lot less, like 10% of that, maybe a couple candles, then that should be a key indication as to what direction is more strong. Right, so you want to pay attention to the way it comes down. That's when I use like the minute and stuff, just to watch out for volume like that. But yeah, just be patient, guys. I know we didn't get a trade last week when we first came back on stream. We had one trade last week. We had a trade on Monday, and I came back to YouTube on Wednesday. So nothing, right? But same boat as you guys here. No trades for me since that day, and we just continue waiting. All right, you'll get your opportunities. So there's nothing to stress about. Just worry about marking up your key zones, because moves can happen at any given point, any given day, right? Could be tomorrow, could be today, could get 2 moves today for all I know, 2 trades today, right? But that's up to price to give us. We just gonna be aware of like the zones and areas that's in. We back, brother. Cheese. Kind of looks very zoomed out. Yeah, it's just like you can see the background now. Yeah, I was asked, oh look at the way it's shifting down here a little bit. Let's see if this can continue to push. Let's see how consistent this move is, right? You see so far it looks like this move coming down got corrected a lot faster than it came up. This one took how long, including the range? 30 candles. This one so far took 18, right? So a little faster so far. Let's see if the rest of the range can get corrected fast here too. All right, again, we're not hunting for ideas right now, right? We just want to see if this is going to be volume. So we have this 68 zone here marked up and ready to go. Right, and it's how many pips until that area? 270 to go, so a lot closer. Could you explain the leg candle and the name behind it? Oh shit, I forgot. You asked on Friday, right? I said I'll get back to you. Yeah, so I mean, leg candle is just straightforward, quick and simple way. Here, you know what? Playbook 2.0 right here. This should have all of that. Go to admeast.com and then go to, where's my leg candle? I think it's here. Right here. Leg candle. So this is the leg candle. So yeah, more often than not, these candles have a small body and leave a small wick or no top wick for its next candle to fill. Meaning that when you get a leg candle that looks like this, let's say it's a bearish one, the next candle usually would fill, right? But you don't want to like just guess like, oh, a leg candle, it looks like this, boom. That's why I wouldn't say like when I know when new traders start trading, they're looking at like candle patterns, right? Like you don't want to base all like your trade idea off of just one candle pattern, because then you can easily do that here too, but you don't. You want what's important with the leg candle is the movements within the leg candle, right? So the leg candle, you're gonna have overall when you fill the wick like this, you look like that, right? But what's really happening is the movements of it usually would be open up, and then you get a bullish kind of opening like that. You'll tap into the body area. That's gonna be very important. So let's go ahead and mark this up actually. You have the body area, which is here, and this is the opening, right? So when you open up the next candle, usually you would come up towards the body, which is just a resistance on any other time frame, on the small time frame, and then you reject, right? When it rejects, it can do whatever it wants to do. I'm not too sure, right? Like, but when I say I'm not too sure, it means that like it shouldn't be any ideas flowing in your head for what's to happen, because you want to just wait to see what actually happens. But let's say you flip and now you have a huge bottom wick or something, right? What's going to be important is if you shift back up, right? So when you shift back up, you'll look like this again. So usually when you shift back up, you wouldn't make a high, right? And then when it makes that high, as long as it holds into the body, the rest of the wick should go up. So like in arrow form, might be easier to look at this. You open up over here. You open up over here, come out towards the body, reject, right? Let's say it comes down. Shifts back into the range, retest the highs, right? Which means that it reflips. It breaks the highs. That's going to be a very important high now. Now you want to just wait to see if this can hold. In other terms, this is just market structure. So then as it re-breaks the highs like here, that's when you're looking for your ideas. That's when you're looking for that move to fill the leg candle, right? So you don't want to just see a leg candle and be like, oh yeah, getting a buy here. I mean, you could, but I think something that's more higher probable is waiting for like the actual structure behind it to form, right? But at the end of the day, this is just structure. This is just another way of saying like range 1 and then range 2 here, and then above here could be ideas. But we just noticed over time, I think for the last couple of years, that this leg candles specifically prints that motion usually. So then we just start to look for those trades on the leg candle as well. So yeah, like I think this is our leg candle. Like we took 29 of them so far. So not as much as the breakouts, right? But I think still only like a year and a half old of us taking it. So 29 trades on it so far. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. All right, so what's happening here? This is back to back dojis. So could this give us a pop? Spread is still a little wide. See if that gets tighter. Said don't change the colors. Time change is messing me up too. Yeah, that was last night. Don't change over colors. Market cycles, unit form, understand time frames. All right, 9 a.m. about to come in 2 minutes here, guys. So you have 9 a.m. then NYC open. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, looks like still continuing to shift. Let's see if we can get this rest of the range here. This is going to be 110, 118. We're thinking about taking selves from the leg count I sent earlier. Yeah, that's below 68. So, or was it below 60 or 48? below 48. Yeah, below 40. Yeah, I think that's where we're looking for ideas below there. If it can push through 68 and fill 48, below 48 could be something. What's the login page link? For what? For the course? For the course I sent. No, the course is not on the new site. That's the course. I sent an email for it 2 weeks ago. If you can't find it, just let me know. Or if you could create a Discord support ticket if you can't find the email, because the email should have like instructions on where we moved the course to. Yeah, just here. Can you go to Discord and just create a support ticket, and then I'll get to you after the session, so I don't forget. All right, so starting a glitch here. So let's see, can you push down another 220? Or is it really glitching? Spreads got a little tighter. I think it is glitching. All right, 9 a.m. 4-hour close. Yes, I don't think this changes much, because we still have this 4-hour count that's kind of like a bearish doji, right? I don't think it's anything different, significant. It's not like a strong bearish or strong bull. Still within the same range, so I think same thing applies. I don't think anything changes off of that 4-hour close. Same with the 1-hour close, like bullish with like a top wick here. So yeah, same thing. We'll wait for the same thing still. I think I fixed my cam too. Let's see. We'll find out today for sure. But yesterday it was good for like a couple hours. All I did was delete them from the other scenes on OBS because I had them on too many scenes. So I think I was just freezing up. Oh, last night I had a 5013 zone marked up here. 5013.86. Came right almost to it. What's up, man? So we're just gonna sit here and wait, guys. We're gonna sit here and just watch price. Are you planning to live stream every day? Yeah, we're live every day, Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m., 8:15. Usually I hop on at 8:15 until 11 a.m. East every day. That's kind of what I've been, those are my trading hours. So maybe earlier than 11 some days. Yeah, pause. Have a sample your journal. Yeah, exclamation point journal. Bit some shout. W bit some. He would. Yeah, right there. That is the journal. So that should be. Those should be my trades. I think that's the. Yeah, that should be the. I think that's the TBJ journal. You want this journal? You want like my trading stats journal on my stream one? I'm driving taxi in NYC. You trading and driving, man? You need to wake up, man. It's a Monday. I think having a journal is part of the most difficult thing to start as a trader and it's so useful. Yeah, it's like it's because like yeah, it's like a hassle to kind of put in, but trust me, it's like one of the best things you'll ever do. Oh, you'll see like improvements within like 3 weeks if you journal every trade to a certain amount of detail. The details I have here are obviously details that like my trades, like my setups, right? So these are mine, but you can like go over here and just replace them with yours, whatever you name your plays and all of that. But these are like my plays. So yeah, you can go in here, add all of that, and then just over time collect some data. That's all you're really doing, collecting data, collecting info, and then just like repurposing the information, making it better as time goes on. Keeping track of your trades. Super nerdy thing to do, right? But I mean, you kind of gotta be a little nerdy in trading. It's just like requires like a little bit of like, you know, stats and all of that. But that's what makes you money. So why would you not want to journal up, right? If it makes you money, shit. You want to do whatever you could to improve your trading. Spreads got a little tighter here, so yeah, starting to glitch again. Let's see, could you get a back-to-back pop here, right? If you can get another pop, that'd be sweet. I wonder if you get a wick entry buy actually if you get a pop. I think we can get a wick entry buy. If we pop straight down, let's see actually. Yeah, if you pop straight down, you can get a wick entry buy. If it's the first initial reaction off of a 6-7. If it's not a consistent pop, then no. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. $100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes. How many likes are we at right now? We have 300 viewers. 75 likes. We can get to 100 likes, no? What separates? You get like the actual. I mean, you get the signals. So you get the actual signal, and you get the no delay. Yeah, you don't have a delay. I think YouTube is like a 4-second delay. So when we execute trades, you get like you have to see it live without that delay, and then you get the signals, right? So it's just kind of how I had the signals prior. Just I've always had like a Zoom running. I don't even know if Zoom members, if Salem members got. I don't think they had Zoom access before or Discord access. They had or live trading access. I think it was only course members that had it before. Salem members before just had like the signals and the chat room. But yeah, now they have the Zoom. DVSO 2. Oh, I'm tripping. Sorry, it's a Monday. DVSO 2, that is yet to come, so we'll find out when it comes out. Whenever it comes out. Good morning, Alex, Afflex, Aflux. Kind of new here. Why are you turning 2K? To show everybody that you don't need a big balance to trade. Because money don't matter. If you can trade 2K, you can trade at 200K. And there's no rush. I see in 3D. One more time for me. South Africa, what's up, man? Where you guys from? NYC in 15. You guys see the YouTube plaque? That's my YouTube plaque right there. I think that's good. You see the YouTube plaque? NYC. My first in-person course or event was in NYC. into the wall. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I tried to, but I didn't like the spot. I gotta figure out the spot. All right, man. Let's see what happens here. So far, pretty slow. Well, what's the what did I say about the US dollar on Friday? Because I still believe that something crazy is gonna happen. I still believe that something crazy is gonna happen. Yeah, let's just leave it as that. Let's just leave it as that. That's a wick fill? That's a leg candle fill? No, it's not a leg candle. Got something though. What's Bitcoin at? BTC USD 68,000. So still holding. Holy. XRP 390, 350 or 330, 360. Elvis? Shout out to Elvis. He's here. He was here last week. The best thing about trading is that everything is in your hands. So it's all like your rules, right? You're not like really like you're free to do whatever you want. And there's like a million ways to approach it. It's not just like one way to profitability. There's like a million ways to trade the markets and view it. But you're like free to do whatever you want. There's no right and wrong. I mean, the only wrongs would be like bad habits, right? Like taking trades that aren't part of your playbook. Like those are like considered wrongs. Taking trades outside of your trading hours, stuff like that. But as far as your strategy goes, right, when you have those things like set up and planned for, you're just kind of waking up and just following that same script every day. I guess a lot of traders can't reset their brain like that, right? A lot of traders can't rewire their brain each and every day to reset. They're still thinking about the past, or still thinking about chasing a loss from 2 weeks ago, last week, chasing a win from Friday, or they want to start the week off strong, right? A lot of things that you like start saying to yourself the moment you get somewhat profitable, right? But like I think what helps is just like resetting your brain every day, like to the charts. When you show up to the charts, like don't think about what happened last week. Don't think about what could happen. Just think about like right now, like what is price printing right now? Because then you're not going to be biased towards any direction on price. You're kind of just, okay, fresh chart here. What is price going to give me today? Right? But you're not holding on to an idea from Friday. Like you're not marrying a bias or an idea. right? And that kills you in trading whenever you chase that that push, that move. So I try to like reset. I don't even have a bias usually anymore. Like if price is moving up, I'll say, yeah, it's going up. That's my bias, right? If it goes down, that's my bias, goes down. But right now, for instance, right now, like I'm not here like, oh, I think it's gonna go down today, right? So I'm only gonna take sells, or I'll put it as a bearish bias. All right, for the fifth time or third time here, let's see if you could re-break something here that's kind of holding it back. Let's see if you can get another break of the lows, right? And then come back up. Hopefully not. Hopefully you just continue, because we wanted to see this move come down just as fast or faster than it came up. And remember, we have a wick entry idea at 68 zones here. So if it drops straight down towards 68, we can have wick entry buys at that zone. But you gotta push down like 109 pips without pulling back too much. Oh, look, so same thing happened here, right? Broke the lows by a bit, and then back, just hover. Let's see what this count does here. This thing could still flip. I stopped playing music. Yeah, I can't risk copyright no more. If I was on Twitch, I'll play, but I can't play here. I already got a strike on the channel. Discord, we don't have a Discord open right now. Spreads got a little tighter. Let's see if this can glitch. So how long did this take to go up? This took 73. This came down 50. So it's still like somewhat slow. Could be a lot faster. I'm hoping I can drop a lot sharper from here on. Could get a wick entry buy. So just get ready here, right? Because the moment it breaks below like 79, any given second could be the wick entry. But we're looking for it at 68.05 right now. Let's see if I can get anywhere else. But I'm pretty sure that is my area. There could be something at 75 too. Maybe 75 actually could be a wick entry buy zone. 75.058. There's something there. But let's see. Can you get a... You gotta move 85 more pips from where you are. Wait, let me make sure this Discord bot is on. Yeah, it should be good. What would you say hard stops wise would be? Let's see if we got that area. I think we could use this around 1200. 1200. I would use I think I can use a 0.5, 0.4, 0.04, 0.05. Because I think our last one was around 1700. We use 0.04, right? So 1200, yeah, 0.05 could be good. Should be good. I gotta figure out if it's gonna be 75 or 68 still, but that's only a 60-bit difference, right? But yeah, if we get the Wick entry buys, I'll put it off of. I wouldn't use this because it can break and still drive, but I'll manage below here though, right below like 48. But yeah, hard stop's probably below here. And our sells are below like 68 too. 68 or 48 our sells. This pull back a little bit here, right? Like this hasn't glitched consistently yet. It's been like kind of it's a pop and range, pop range. You haven't had like a pop. And this pullback here, what was this? This was 80 pips away or 94, and then it corrected it for 83. So we'll see. Oh man. Hey, did we get a move on Friday when we hopped off? I think we said over, right? Oh no, I think I said under. Friday we hopped off. No, not really. Yeah, Friday push up and then yeah, pull back range. I mean, you had a little move, but nothing, not really a push. But the move did get corrected on Sunday. This entire push up here, so that's the thing too. I think on Friday we're looking to. I didn't trust in this move to be like directional, just because there was missing liquidity, right? And then you got one on Sunday, and now you're creeping back up again. So that's what today's perspective could be looked in both ways. Like you can look at it from this move down and say, okay, well these are your lower highs, right? You're printing a range now, right? But this is like your lower high area, and this could continue down. Or you can look at it from the higher time frame area. Well, I guess no, higher time frame area is still bearish. It's the same thing. But I guess what I meant was like from Friday's perspective, if this were to be bullish, I mean, now you have somewhat of like structure a little bit, right? So you had this move, and then you had these ranges. So you can also see us as like higher lows here to continue back up to retest the highs, right? This could be your range fill. So this is like your higher low area that should hold, right? Maybe you might get a wick, a liquidity, like more liquidity, which means that you'll get a wick in that area, which is that 70 to 60 zone that we were looking at earlier. But yeah, this could still continue up from Friday. I think that's a push just now, right? Okay, yeah, a little push here. That's good. I think I'm gonna move it. I think I'm gonna move it. Let's see, because that's a pretty steep wick. I didn't want to see any bottom wicks. We can move it towards 70, a little further down, or 60. Yeah, back to 68 zones. We'll move it some. And that's going to require a 260 pip pop that's consistent. Maybe this will be it, right? This broke outside of the range here, so more volume in this sense, right? I think the higher time frame that we wanted to see that exact thing happen on was between 5138 and like 5068. Once we tap above like 5138 or like below 68, that should like bring volume. So same thing on the 5 and 15 here. You have this 15 that's like this, or the 5, or no, the minute, right? The minute was in this range here. And just imagine this is 5138 and 5068, right? And then you broke above first. So on the minute perspective, you should start seeing volume shift in now, the same way you'll see on the higher time frame, right? Direction not there yet. We don't know if this is gonna now continue up, right? Yeah, pullback you held so far, but we also don't know if this could still fake back into the range to continue down, right? If it does, then we have that 68 zone ready and set. But this should, you'll see volume because it's gonna set you up for a move, either a continuation or a fake out, right? But it's not really like a position to take. It's more of like, okay, confirmation that you're moving, higher probable trades should be coming. But this is the minute, right? But that's the same way you look at it from the 1 hour time frame. You're in the same range on the 30 and the 1. You're waiting to see whether you can break below here or tap into these ranges. The same exact way. Right now, price is doing this on the higher time frame, basically. It just did this, close above, and then you had that bearish candle closure that's holding, right? That's where price is right now, if this were to happen on the 1 hour. So it's the same thing, same exact thing. But treat the woman as an example of it, right? What's up, Nelson? CTV angle. I like the CTV angle. When I was setting up, I was like, I like the security angle. Got some volume. You see the volume coming in? A little bit of volume. So let's see if that continues. All right, it looks like you created some structure held and then you pushed up. So let's see if now on the higher time frame you can reach this zone here. NYC open, right? How much was this opening so far? This was 150 pips. So yeah, pretty decent. Just continuation now is what I want to see. Continuation of volume. I still have a 68 zone here. 68 is still fine for the wick entry buy if it comes down. So that's not going to change yet. I'll let you guys know when that changes. Let's see what's TP going to be. 110, 111, 50, 80. Maybe 50, 85. We'll see. Did not took the liquidity off 5080. I'm not sure if it buys yet. No, I had nothing there. That was just below the range. I don't think you have like volume. I don't think we have volume yet. We're starting to get it, right? But I don't think it's volume yet. This could still correct it and come back into the range and all of that. Like this was an area here, right? It was just, there wasn't anything like planned here because you rejected it so many times. How did I know this time it's gonna push through or reject, right? So I'd rather just like, whatever's happening here, just let this sit, do whatever it wants to do, or even this area alone, let this do whatever it wants to do. But once you start pushing outside these areas here, that's when you should start picking up. But look at the minute now, right? Like the minute, you still don't have direction. You see why like we're not looking for ideas above here or below here in this range. It's more of like, this is gonna lead you to volume, right? It's gonna take you to better opportunities, right? But it's not like a time where you wanna look for positions because it's still not directional yet, right? Let's see what happens here though. Let's see, this is a very important pullback because this came up, you made one pullback here. This could be your second pullback. So it could get a little better in terms of structure, right? Because then you start to look like this a little bit, right? But now it needs to come back up and break above. But still, no direction yet. This could still be a correction all the way back down on the minute. Do you use liquidity for your trading? For example, if highs or lows are respected and swept, do you then target the opposite side liquidity? No, I don't. I use liquidity for sure. Like 68 is a liquidity zone. 5138 is a liquidity zone right now. But I'm not like looking to take a position assuming that's liquidity, right? Does that make sense? Like I use it, I'm looking at it, right? But it comes down to like that scenario that day as well. Like for instance, today we have a wick entry buy at 68. Right now I have that planned, right? Because this is like the range here. This is your range here. And the same thing with the minute time from that. I was trying to explain how it's exactly the same as that 1 hour time from here. You break the lows for the first time here, right? That would be considered your liquidity because you're breaking below his range. So then you're expecting a reaction, either a reaction for a lower high to continue down or a reaction for a fake up to continue up. I'm not looking for like a buy to come all the way back up here, right? I'm looking for maybe just like this range. And that's like my target area because we don't know if this is going to be, if you tap into 68, if that's going to be like a lower high or we don't know if it's going to come back up yet. Right, so what I'll do is I'll look for a position like right now. I'll look for a wick entry buy here, right, and then I'll get out around here. And let's say later on it decides to shift back into the range, continue shifting. Look what you have now. Great, you have this range here. You had the fake out back into the range, and if it continues to hold above here, then we can look for more buys above here. So then my trading areas are only going to be like here and like above here. Anything else in this range here is like non-tradable, right? So it's only going to be like this range for the wick entry buy and continuation. So like liquidity for me is more so just like volume. Like I look at it as like volume. That's when volume kind of shifts in. Because look, this minute here, same thing. This was a range and this could be your liquidity now to continue back down. But we weren't there to like predict that this is liquidity. It was more so of like, once you tap out of this area here, you're going to see volume shift in. Right? Like we're not here to guess that's what that is. And then assuming that if this were to fill the range down, below here should give you a pop. And that's going to be my 68 wick entry buy. But I want to see another thing too is I want to see one consistent movement all the way down towards 68 here. So no pullbacks, consistent movement. If it's not consistent, and let's say it comes down towards like here, rejects here instead, GG's, that's your move. You're looking for the first initial reaction. That is your first initial reaction. So we would have missed it by, let's say, 50 pips here, right? So instead, I'll look for continuation that sells below like 68 or 48 later on. All right, get ready here, guys, because this could, I mean, we're still a little far. It's like 100 and something pips away, right? But you're starting to get volume coming in here, and we can get wick entry buys if this pops here. I would expect a pop, and I have a 68 ready, but just be aware, you know, 74 could be a zone too. That was our previous area. I'm just going off of like minor zones here. So you have a bunch of other zones on the way down, right? So it's only if you get a consistent pop through. This is still okay. Let's see how far this pulls back. If this, as long as that doesn't flip, that should be okay still for 68. And pay attention to the way it comes down here too, right? But you see, look at the volume now, right? Earlier you were struggling to get volume here, got liquidity. Now you're actually pushing. So now you have a bit more volume, but you never want to predict, like in the minute, for instance, where price is going to go. You want to wait for it to tap above or below, because that's going to lead you to an opportunity. The same way the 1 hour is going to do the exact same. Between here and here, it's the same range. Once you break above or below, it will lead you to an opportunity. It's not like a position you want to like take for a price. But the minute and 1 are very like, it's same shit, right? It's like that range area and then liquidity. All right, so this is glitching. Let's see, you want to see a straight pop here? Get ready here. It could be a wick entry buy. So 0.05. I'm just gonna get that ready. We tap 68. If it continues to slowly move down, it won't be a 68 wick entry. You want to see it like at least glitch through here. You ready? 75 tapped, I think. Right? So that was like one of the zones we had earlier too. That was more so of a BE zone here for us, right? BE or trail stop loss and profit for sure, that zone. But not 68 yet. Let's see, 70 pips. Let's see what this does here. If this rejects to like here, then GG's. That's your wick entry buy. That's gone. Let's see. So if it rejects to like 82, I'll say that's gonna be GG's. Maybe a little lower. 82.19. So look, I had a zone at 75 earlier, right? You guys wondering why I moved it back to 68? Because you created this. If you just came down straight from here, I would have left 75. But since it created more structure, this has a higher probability of continuing. So then I moved it down further towards like 68 zones. Let's see, could we still get it? That was a pullback. I didn't tap 82. Let's shift it down a little bit towards. Let's shift it down here towards 61 here. Let's bring it down towards 61. I think this might be the last zone, because then below like 61 to 48, that's like below 48, we're looking for a continuation of sells, right? But I will shift this down here because that was another pullback. But I didn't tap 82, so that's still fine. But I will shift it towards here, 63 zones. And you want to see this glitch like a lot stronger than that. And then just so you guys are ready, BE zones will be like around here. So by the time you get a wick entry at 63, let's say 66.45 is like a good BE zone. By the time you tap that zone, we're break even. I think that's going to give you like 28 pips, and then trail stop loss will just be as you go up. Every time we tap the next zone, we'll move it towards the previous zone. So BE here, trail stop loss here, trail stop loss, and trail stop loss. We'll continue doing that. So you'll see me trail pretty aggressively afterwards, but just have the BE zone ready here. Okay, 69 got tapped. Can we tap 63? One more pop. This is it too. If it's not, if this pulls back again here towards like 76, then GG's. What'd you tap here? 69, right? Yes, that's it. That's it. Because you can like do this all day, right? You can like sit here and keep extend the zone like further down and further down. But that's not the purpose. The purpose is if it aligns with structure. If you go on price here and look at below 63, below there, that's like a break of the previous range. Originally, that's where our sells are, right? So you don't want to be taking the wick entries past that, because beyond that, it has a higher probability to continue, especially when you had a couple pullbacks on the way down here, especially this one, right? If this came straight down, 6-3, perfect. We'll be in there. But that's your move. That's your first initial reaction. So we can't take the wick entry. That's fine. It did come off of 6-9, so it didn't tap our other zone at 68. I think we would have missed that wick entry anyways, right? Because we had a 68 zone, 68, 67 zone. But I think something important to understand there was that glitch, that pop down there, right? You wanted to see that pop, and you had it. Just wasn't the zone. So now, let's see if this is directional, because we don't know if this is directional, but guess what? Guess what you have now, right? You have volume. So this is going to lead to more ideas. It's the same with the minute time from earlier. You see how this range here you had, and you had a pop up, and then you had continuation? That led to that move. The same thing now, if you go on the 1 hour time frame and you look at it, you actually, or 30-minute time frame, you look at it, you had this range here, and then you pop below. So this is going to lead you to more volume on the higher time frame too, not just the minute, because this is the 1 hour time frame and 30-minute time frame, right? So it's something more long lasting than just the minute. But it's the same thing that the minute did. So now it's like, okay, are we going to create lower highs to continue down here? If we do, then we'll start hunting below here. Or are you going to shift back into the range here, right, to continue bullish? If it does, then we'll look for more ideas above here. But this range here is still like what you want to avoid, right? Okay, so and there could be ideas before 48 too, because this is creating structure right now. So the more structure you have, the better. Let's see if you can tap into these ranges here. I'll say at least below here though. Below 64 zones. So close again. Yeah, that was close. That was really close. Just one more pop there, like 50 pips, and then we've been in there. But that's your move, right? You can't marry the same idea now, right? Because that's not the move anymore. Like that, you're looking for the first initial reaction. So what that means is like when it comes down, first rejection, because you want to be in before it creates structure. Look, now you have structure. If you take the same entry, you're taking the re-break of the lows. There's a higher probability it can push through now. So that like isn't the highest quality wick entry now, right? Because it's like the second re-break. It's not the first initial reaction. You're not part of the lower high. You're more so part of the lower low. You don't want to be part of the lower low. Why don't you just take the sells all the way down? You gotta be trolling, right? I just spent 30 minutes explaining why we're not gonna touch that minute range, the same we're not gonna touch the 1 hour range. You can ask me why I'm not gonna take the sells down. "15 minutes explaining. You asked me that question, man. Do you guys have like filters on? Like, you guys only hear the words, yo, I'm looking for a buy here, I'm looking for a sell here. Everything else is just kind of like, oop. Don't worry, I was paying attention. Hey, as long as someone is, I'm happy, man. As long as someone understood that. We only hear you know what I'm gonna do here. All right, that's fair. Yeah, drop a like if you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Maybe multiple trades did. It looks decent, like so far. I don't know about multiple trades, but it looks decent. It's about to be 10 too, so still a little early. Still got like an hour and a half left, hour and 15, or hour and 10. It only started pushing, so it only started breaking out low. So this should lead to something. I'm sure. If we're stuck in the range, then I'll tell you right now, it's gonna take a long time to move, right? But this just happened, so in the next, from here until 11, it should give you something, like either a correction back up to retest the highs or to continue, right? But this is gonna be your very important area here. It's gonna figure out what it wants to do here. Next FX, what's up, man? If you're on that side, stay on that side. Don't come back on this side. It's like trading, right? If you're bullish, stay bullish. Stick to your bias. Don't switch biases, right? Be persistent with that in trading, because that's what leads to consistency, right? You don't want to be like running with like a million ideas. You want to just have one idea, or X amount of ideas, and then you want to stick to those ideas. You don't want to go back and forth, because it's gonna be mixy. It's gonna be a mismatch. It's just not gonna be. It's like you selling down for less, right? Hey, this is pretty important too here. You have so you got the pullback, right? Like this was your first pullback after the move down. So let's see. This could be a lower high, right? Let's see if this can shift through. I'm not looking for any sells on the rebreak of lows here or anything. It's still a little early here, but let's see if we can shift right through towards 48, and then below 48 we'll start hunting. I'll say more so below like 36 here down, but maybe below 48. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe with anywhere in this range could be possible if you continue pulling back, right? And getting these deeper pullbacks. But this move here could still be corrected. This move all the way up here. If you decide to push down here towards like 47 and we're not closing below 36, as it shifts back up, you could then look for ideas for buys above 5103. Instead of like looking for above 38 that we had earlier, you can look for it here, because like you had this massive move down, and then if it corrects it, it's like, okay, this range should be pretty tradable. Back above 103 up to 5138, and we'll look for ideas there too. When I was talking about 48 body. Yep, Reggie, where's your 30 leg candle? Oh, right here? This one right? Yeah, you can treat it like one. Tap at the body for sure. Yeah, because the bodies at the end of the day are just like support areas too, right? Candle bodies. So you can always treat it like one. Journey FX. Had to close out a short early because the 4 didn't confirm too bad. We'll see how we can find re-entry. From 4 didn't confirm. Really? You can kind of block this out if that helps. This is like a doji candle. These two candles combined. You can block this out. And if you block it out, hold on. I just want my candle like it's gonna freeze. If you block it out, this won't be too much of an issue, and this 4 can just continue all the way down here towards like 55,000 zones. Yeah, there's Wick fill right here too from last Monday, right? And these are the lower highs. And that's why I think like those small time frame zones like 48 and all of that would really help with that, because as you continue to push through those areas, it should be able to continue pushing through. It's all clean traffic really, but you can block that out if that helps. Same thing with the buys too. Like earlier we said 5138, but we moved it up towards 5103, right? If you block it out, I'm sure this is lining up with 5103 somewhere, or maybe not. Maybe 5138 still. Yeah, 5138 is still valid. That's the same zone there. But then if you correct this move here, right, it's gonna look like that. And then that's just like, it's still in the same range. But as it breaks above here, you start looking for ideas, because then you're expecting it to create a high. right? A high to either continue pushing up or pushing back into the ranges to continue back down, right? The reason why we're looking at the sells very heavily right now, because we're like right there, we're closer to breaking below and breaking above. So it's the same thing though. It's like you break below, we're trying to figure out if that break below will take us back into the range here, right? To continue up. The same way for the buys. It's like you can break above to continue back down, right? But it's the first breakouts out of that range. But that, it's going to be very tradable because it's going to give you quite a bit of range. But this is only like the very start of the session. Like I don't think this is the move. I highly doubt it. You're gonna get something a lot more aggressive than that. I think I'll give a price of 5.5 today. It's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna get some more water. Give me like 1 second. See what happens here. So same thing as earlier, right? Like pay attention to the way it comes up now too. Because this move was decently coming down. It was decent, right? Let's see if you get a correction, how fast is that going to be? Like how strong would that be? And that'll give you a lot of information. What's up, man? I've scalped sells and buys so far once it confirms structure. What'd that mean? Hey, this is pretty good too. This is a bit of this is another lower high here, right? You had one earlier and then this broke it. So let's see if this could lead to a breakout or fake out and continue. 1 hour flips here too. So yeah, below, I don't think we're gonna be part of this range here, but below 56 could be something, right? If this is a lower high and you just continue to push straight down here, below 56, we can look for continuation all the way down towards 36. So that's like a 200 pip range there. So maybe a first position on stream today for the year. Let's see. So no wick entry bias here, right? Just remember, it's not the same structure as earlier. It's not the first initial reaction. This is gonna re-break the lows now, so you don't want to be no wick entry bias. But maybe wick entry sells later on if you start breaking below 36, right? But we have right now ideas below 56 for continuation. If you could, I'll say break below there. I probably want to see it push through. Might come up down to the halfway point or something, come back and hold, and then the re-break out low. So somewhere down here. You also have this leg count on the what do you call it? On the 1 hour time frame as well. So if you get the pullback there, that's a leg count body reaction. The re-break of that wick fill could be something. Maybe we can even extend TP. It won't be 200. Maybe it'll be all the way down to 50-15. Yesterday's Asian areas. But it's gotta push down first for that to happen. Stops wise for sells. Good question. I didn't talk about the sell stops. I think let's see. I think up here. I think I'll leave. Yeah, I'll leave a 0.04 lot 1500, and then we'll manage it above 5108 or above here. Or actually, can I use this one instead? No, I'll use that one up there. I'll use the one up at 5.2, and then yeah, I think 0.04 though, not 0.05. Are you streaming again? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. Aren't you supposed to be watching a Pipathon or something right now? Question for you, bro. I have a small account, 0.2, 0.5 lot, 0.02, 0.05 lot size trade. Is it worth scalping small price action while waiting for bigger moves to play out? Always struggle with it, lol. Is it worth scalping small off price action? Sorry. Give me, I'll get back to that. This thing is pushing right now. I'll get back to that. I have an answer for it. But this thing is getting close. So let's see. Can you push down below 5.6 here? So you want to see it push through, okay? I'm assuming these areas. If it pushes through. I don't know if it'll reject off 56 directly or not. But if it does push through, then this is your next like zone, right? Just mark up your support and resistance zones. And this is kind of what you got between here. So if it does pop through, you'll get something like this. You get a pullback. I would want to see a pullback to like 56. And then the re-break of the lows below here. All the way down towards 50.16. We can look to target because that's the leg candle fill in the one. All right, all the way down here. You can target that area. But we'll have trail stop loss and BEs and all of that on the way down, right? But yeah, I'll get back to your question in a second. What's the zone again? You gotta push 130. Could be a little heavier in the way down here too, right? You kind of want to see this happened earlier. Same type of consistency in pushes. This only broke the lows, so I was hoping this can start something. But it looks like you're still kind of ranging here. Let's see. So our buys are above where again? I know we said 5138, right? I think we also had something here earlier above 51112. 5121. Above 5121 could be buys too. 160 pips above there. 5121. That is going to be above here. Yes, Bub. Sorry, yeah, your question? I have a question for you. Yeah, so I think just like not like treating it as like a big or small account is the first mistake. Because now you're like, oh, I have a small account. You're automatically thinking I should trade a certain way with the small account. And like you don't want to, like there's no purpose in doing that. You want to have the same strategy that works through all accounts because it's all the same shit at the end of the day. If you're saying small account, big account, automatically it tells them you're chasing money, right? Which is, I mean, nice. We all want to chase money, but you can't get profitable chasing money in trading. It's impossible. Or lastly, you're putting yourself in a tough situation, right? This is a lot more pressure on yourself. So you saying I have a small account in general, like it doesn't matter. Small, big account, your percentages are the same, right? Like your percentage risk should be the same as your big account. It's all the same shit. Because all you're changing in your strategy is your lot size, but the stop loss remains the same. The TP remains the same, right? It's just lot size that changes based on the account size. But the strategy to find those things remain the same. So when it comes to like, you're asking like, is it worth scalping on a small account off price action, waiting for big moves to play out? It's like, whatever your strategy is, like trade that way, right? For me, like this is what I'm doing, right? But it doesn't change on a larger account. It's the same exact thing. But there shouldn't be like one technique to trade on a small account and a different technique to trade on a big account. Because then when you get to the big account, you're gonna freeze up because you don't know what you're doing anymore. You're You spent all that time trading a small account strategy, and all of a sudden you're now thinking, okay, now I gotta trade a big account. Let me go for larger moves or whatever. But it wasn't anything that you were doing from the jump, right? So whatever you do from the jump, continue doing that. Don't change it off of the account size. It's hard to scale with a small account, small lot size. It's gonna be hard to scale on a big account then if you can't scale on a small account. Like there's no money goal, right? No one's like telling you that you have to grow that small account to X amount of dollars. That's what they wanted. That's what they want you to do, right? But just trade the account as if it's a big account, because over time, as you get more consistent, you'll see profitability, and then you'll see money in your account, and then but you gotta practice the routine, like practice those monthly withdrawals, those consistent monthly withdrawals, practice those consistent trades, right? Like take the same ideas each and every day, make your monthly withdrawal, and then all that changes is your account. Your account over time will increase. But like for what? Like why do you need to flip your account to a bigger amount? Like what for? What's the need? Because you need to make money to pay off shit? Go get a job, right? Like trading isn't one of those things where like it's not like a job where like you get paid for sitting here. You get paid for like waiting for opportunities to come to you, right? But some days the market takes from you. It's not like you show up for 6 hours, you gotta get something. I showed up for 3 days last week. In total, maybe like 10 hours on stream, no trades, right? So for 10 hours, nothing. But it's not like, if you want to make money, trading isn't for you. Like trading is more of like a long-term you'll make money, but you can't focus on like these short-term gains, or you can't force trading to get you out of your situation. It's not. It's gonna put you in a deeper rabbit hole, if anything, because you're trading with a lot of pressure and like a lot of with the idea that you need to make money, and that's what kills a lot of traders. You know what I'm trying to say? How much should be the monthly withdrawal? Whatever you want, like whatever you prefer. For me, it's 30% of my profits. I'm making that every month. If it's a profitable month, I'm withdrawing 30%. But there's no like right or wrong way in that. Like you could risk percentage wise, you can risk whatever you want to risk. Like that's your freedom in trading, right? But just make sure it's consistent. Like make sure it's consistent. Whatever you're doing. They don't understand percentage. Yeah, no, it took me a long time to understand percentages. Like it took me a long ass time. Like I used to look at pips and how much money I made, right? But like you looking at percentages, it's just like no matter what amount you go to, it's the same shit. You focus on the strategy and percentages, it's the same thing. Don't trust any mentor that doesn't talk about percentages, because they're just trying to give you a pip count for the month, right? Or a money amount. I made 135 mil this month, but like just look at it in percentages. Because everyone can relate to percentages, right? 15 should close lit. Let's see. What time is it? 10:20 here. So it's still not volume, right? Like still, aside from this push here. Let's see. This rebroke the lows again. Didn't break below 56. Let's see if you get a correction. Remember, above 5103 could be something for us, right? Or 5121. My bad, not 5103. 5121. But you gotta come up 450 pips here, so yeah, just waiting. Ad. I forgot there's ads. You got the wheel yet, bro? Spreads on gold. My spreads, let's see. Let me see. Hold on, wait, it's moving too fast. Fuck. Oh, 1.4 pips I saw there. What'd you guys see? Something like that. Oh shit. Oh, it's moving. See? Can't. Don't move too fast again. Fuck, man. It's moving too fast. Hold on. 1.1 1 1.1? 1.1? I think 1.1, 1.4 around there right now, it looks like. God, dude. God, dude. That's good, man. Only flaw you have is over leveraging. Yeah, you gotta break that cycle, man. Gotta break it somehow. $51.60 soon. $51.60 soon. I see. A lot of traders be more consistent. They stuck to a set train time. You have to. You can't just wake up at like. And I know because I used to. Everything that I'm telling you guys is like just my experience, right? Like I know because I used to wake up at 1 p.m. and first thing, like nothing. Like, I went like first thing MT5. Click, and some days it works. Some days it works, but it's not consistent. It's not. It's just not like. I don't know. I can't trade unless I'm at my desk now. I'm at my desk, sitting down, and I'm in office space. Like, and I set a time to trade. Like for me, it's NY session, but you can't just be waking up midday and being like, and then you click a button and then, you know, in hopes that it goes in your favor, and then you post a screenshot on Instagram and be like, just took 450 pips, they're done for the day, right? Your ass not done for a day. You can hop back on the charts 10 minutes afterwards. But you're not going to post that screenshot because that one was the loss that took out that first trade, right? Next day, same thing, right? So you're just trading with ego now. You're just trading just to prove a point. You don't want to trade to prove a point. You want to trade because it's actually giving you something consistent. You want to trade because it's actually something there that you can repeat again tomorrow. If you can't repeat that same sequence tomorrow, what's the point of even taking it in the first place? You're wasting your time. You know what I mean? It's like same thing as waiting for a trade. If you can't, if you wait all morning for a trade and all of a sudden now I'm just like, fuck it, let's just take a trade because it took too long, you wasted your whole entire morning, right? Even if you made money on it, you wasted your whole entire morning. It's not repeatable. It's not consistent. None of that. Huey, what's up, man? Oh, I gotta get back to you this week, yeah. I feel way closer 2-3 years ago. That's good. Yeah. It's just time too. Time. Like there's no rush. Just time. Time. I'm telling you, time is everything. Just give it time, man. Just be consistent and show up. And you might not realize you're learning stuff at the moment, but you look back at it and you're always learning stuff. Like you're always in the process of learning something. So that is never going to go away. If that does go away, then that's very sad. There's like nothing to strive for anymore, you know? But yeah, just more experience comes with trading comes with experience, right? The more time you have, the better you will be. Are you shadow banned? I don't think so. We have 430 viewers. I don't think so. That's straightforward. That should be good. That's very good. If we can find a way to get like 800 by end of the year, That's my goal. We can get to like 800 plus by the end of the year. It should be solid. It's gonna take some time, right? But I think 430 right now. I think it's pretty good. If you search me up, you can see me first link, no? Let me know. Yeah, clips going again. W clips. I'm gonna ban you, Richie. Just like I banned Levi. Where is Levi? Levi doing good, man? No hard feelings. You think a broker can hold you back or be detrimental to your career? No. I don't think a broker affects your trading in any way, shape, or form. That's just like a lazy excuse. That's like an excuse that you would use first year of trading. You don't know much about the broker and you're just saying anything. Oh, it almost hit my buy limit by like 2 pips or something, right? Your zone wasn't accurate enough, man. Right? But that's just some lazy excuse. Unless like they're actually fucking you over, then yeah. But if they're giving you your monthly withdrawals and you're not seeing spikes go crazy and you're not seeing a candle that you're not seeing on a different broker, then you're good. If you just missed the buy limit, buy stop, you got slipped here and there, that's normal market conditions as a retail trader, right? Unless you're trading like something like futures. But in this XAUUSD, it's normal. But if you were off by a couple pips, like we were today, or yesterday, or the last week, our level wasn't accurate enough. But you can't blame the markets for that one. God did. W. John. God did. Go full margin long. Okay. What time is it? 5:30 or 10:30? God did. W birthday, man. Happy birthday. My birthday's in the month, guys. I'm gonna turn 26. Feeling my back's starting to hurt a little bit. 26, 30 close the leg handle. I just went to your website and checked out your course. Which course? Oh, my rock? Yeah, the rock. Mine birthday coming this week too. Ah. When's your birthday? You said you're pushing 30, but you're basically pushing 40? $30? Yeah, man, I'm 4 years away from 30. Anyone here over in 36? Or 26? I'm Tony. I just turned 26. J Boogie with the hoodie. $98. That's why that's why I say, Muhammad. I be telling everyone that, like, yo, 30 is like, yo, I know 30, I'm gonna be lit. But people are like, no, you coping. I'm like, I'm not coping. I know 30 is like, everyone says 30s is like peak performance, like your peak performance. 20s, late 20s to 30s, you know. But be like, no, you're coping. You just turning unk. All right, man. I guess I'm turning unk. But broker, blueberry markets. You're in a buy. Gold time frame? Nice. Hope you eat off this buy. Yeah, we're looking at 5-1-21. We're actually closer, guys. 300 more pips to go. So let's see. We still got a bit of time. I'll be here until probably 10:45, and we'll see what's up at 10:45, and then we'll be here for another hour, or until 11. Hour close, and then we'll see. Actually, yo, the older you get, the more wise you get, which means the better of a trader you get, to be honest. So you get more wise with age. Some people. I hope so, though. Like, you get more wise with age. You get more like discipline and more patient with age, right? So as we get older, we be better at traders, you know. Where do you stream now? I am here, right where you're watching on YouTube. Yo, can you guys do me a favor and go in incognito mode or some shit and just search up my name on YouTube and see if my name pops up? If you're not sub, and then let me know if someone's like, I'm shadow banned. Like, I don't think I'm shadow banned though. If I'm shadow banned, I'm going to Rumble. Oh shit! Happy birthday, man. Oh yeah, I forgot. Chain together. That was the day. Happy birthday, man. Did Blueberry cut you commissions? 2 per trade? No, they don't take any. I have a non-commission account, so they don't have commission on me. You're not shadow banned? It's there? Okay, thank you. Happy birthday, man. Enjoy. Do you think we are over our bullish this month since we previous monthly closing no wick? I mean, I think we're over our bullish in general, yeah. Not because of no top wick, but just like it's moving up. It's going up here. Like overall, all-time highs are bullish. I'm always gonna be bullish on gold, But in terms of small time from like 4, I'm more bearish right now because you had that massive move to start the month off, and then you've been ranging. So I'm trying to see if this is gonna be a continuation or a reversal. I will be more bullish if it corrects it. If you decide to correct this move back up like this as the month goes on, and you continue, I'll be more bullish then. But until then, we don't have that yet, right? So I'm just following the structure. What about FVG? Support and resistance, you mean? I have it somewhere probably, yeah. 50.48 is my support. Next zone after that is going to be clean traffic, I believe, until, no, 5,000, 5,002, the Asian session lows off of these body areas here. $36? Bro, I'm 26. Where'd you get 36 from? Oh no, I'm 25. I'm 25 right now. I'm turning 26 on April 10. I'm 25. Turning 26. When did you get 36 from? I'm planning to buy a Golf GR. Nice. That's a cool car. Silly question. If I go into a buy position with 0.01 lot at 5K price point on gold and trading balance is 5K USD, is there any way I can lose if I just hold to new all-time highs? Yeah. If it goes into the drawdown for 0.01 lot, how much is that? Like 550 million, 1,000, 100, some shit like that? Yeah, you could. If that goes to X amount of drawdown, you could. If it goes all the way down to like, yeah, no, actually, hold on. 5K, 0.01, I need to go negative on gold, which is like nearly very unlikely. So yeah, you should be good. I mean, yeah, you could be good. That should be good actually. 0.01 lot. Yeah, 0.01 lot shouldn't blow. Should be good. Audi or BMW or Merc? I'm looking at a Merc next probably. I got the Beamer already, Audi already. Those are both good cars. I think Merc or fuck man, Aston Martin Valkyrie, fuck it. But no, I think Merc or Porsche probably next. I've been playing a lot of iRacing, so like I've gone all the GT3 cars basically. All right, what is it? Merc, BMW, Audi. There's a Corvette. There's a Ford Mustang. Maybe the Ford Mustang too. Ford Mustang is sick. The GT3 one, sick. Yeah, the Ferrari 296. Ferrari 296 is also sick. But I don't like the base model 296. Lamborghini Huracan, probably not. Storado, probably not. Overdue now. Yeah, man, I think a Merc. G63, AMG, or yeah, I think that's it, right? Those are your cars for GT3 class. Or a Porsche, yeah, a Porsche. Get a Porsche Cup. Hey, we're pushing up a little bit here, guys. We're close. We are only now 170 pips away. So it's picking up. I mean, the volume isn't there yet. It's like pushing up though. Let's see if you can get a glitch up. But it corrected the move from earlier, right? So who knows? Again, that might have not been direction for the day. This cannot be in the direction. But you gotta push past this 5103 first. If you come back down though, here's the thing. If you come back down now, it's like, why would you do that? If you do that, then we can look for sells. Maybe even below, before 56, we can look for sells below like 50.71 or something like that. Because why would it come down? There's no reason to. If it comes down, then that's your liquidity. That's like a steeper high, lower high, right? But yeah, buy is still this range non-tradable for me. And ideas would be above and below here. Sorry, this is more so like this now probably. But remember earlier in the minute time frame, we mentioned how you broke out and the first move wasn't the actual move and you got this in the minute. That was the actual move in the minute. Same in the 1 hour. 1 hour candle broke below. That move down wasn't the actual move. You can get the actual move can just be the continuation up, right? Towards the top of the range. So that was like a great example of like liquidity, right? In that sense. So now we just continue waiting. GT3. Let's see. Maybe if you get a bottom wick here. Let's see. Hold on. If you get a bottom wick into these ranges, we can look for ideas from here up. Yeah, if you pull back here and it continue to break above 51.5, we can look for ideas above 51.5. But I want to see a pullback here. If not, then worst case, we can look for buys above 51.21, right? But I probably want to see some structure develop above there too. No, I'm not in yet. We're still looking for some stuff. I broke down what I'm looking for, and those are the things that I'm waiting for. So there's no secrets. I'm not like hiding an idea in the back of my head somewhere like that. I'm not gonna tell you guys. Whatever I see is whatever I tell you guys, whatever I'm waiting for. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. You said 15 leg count getting filled. Oh, this one, Reggie? Yeah, that one got filled. Yeah, that one got filled. For sure. That was the earlier push through. That got filled. Alright, so let's see. Volume's kicking in a little bit here, right? You see? A little bit. Let's see. Can you get continuation here? I'm still holding buys. From what? Wait, I forgot. You're still holding buys from Asian? Or from Friday? Or yeah, like you entered again yesterday. Alright guys, give me like 2 minutes, okay? All right. All right. So yeah, not above 5121. Remember, if there's no reason as to why it should come down. So if it does come down, there's a reason for it. So that's your move, right? Below 5070 probably now in those ranges, right? But we're not gonna be anything here. We're not gonna do anything here between 95 and 72. Below 70 could be something, right? Because you came down earlier, you broke outside of this range, you came down, came back up, failed to break the overall high. So far, this can still come back up, right? But right now, if it doesn't and it comes just back down, then back into the range. But there's more volume kicking in now than earlier, for sure, right? Remember earlier you had this weak ass move here, right? Led to just ranges. You got a huge correction of it. It wasn't the actual true direction of the move. So now you can continue to break above here, continue driving up, or from here, continue shifting back into the range and drive down from there. But it's like more set up now, more like ready to drive. So we still got some time here. We'll give it some time. Gotta see some consistent glitches at least though. Terms of unusual lots on both entries. What'd you get in here? You got in 5170, 5170, 5170, 5170, 5170. Yeah, I think if you break 21, you should be good here. This is holding pretty well, so let's see. But you have a pretty important low now here, right? So just be aware of that. If that re-breaks, could be a low some. How many years to become profitable? 1 year to get like somewhat profitable, and then profitability gets improved each year. You get more consistent and sharp, so still in the making of becoming profitable. Always in the making of becoming profitable. Mark Douglas. Wait, why did you delete it? It is true though. It is true. It's like you gotta find a way to resharpen that brain the next day, right? For the next trade, just reset it. Hit the factory reset button in the back of your head. I think everyone has like a hole. Just put a pen back there, poke it in, and then just reset your brain for the next day. If you can't reset your brain for the next day, you're always stuck on on past. You're stuck in the past. You can't go anywhere. You're just stuck. I took out Mark Douglas. What games are you playing? Just iRacing and Le Mans Ultimate. That's about it. All right, starting glitch here. Let's see. Can it make its way below 550.75, right? How far is this now? 180. Okay, that's not too bad. We got 6 minutes, and then in 6 minutes we'll start placing a session stop loss for the 1 hour opening, and then we'll call it a day if we tap it with no trades. But it's 10:55 here for anyone that has a different time zone. This is the time when we usually would end the session, around 11. If you guys enjoying the stream, leave a like. Hey, let's get to 174 likes. Let's get to 200 likes. 26 more likes here. We can get that. Hit the like button. It's free, no charge. The sub button is also free too. There's no charge on that. It's free. Like you probably got a whole course information today within like a one stream. You probably got every stream's worth of knowledge in one stream today. On this stream. And the replay is gonna be up too, so you can just rewatch it. It's free, no charge. Maybe ads, right? Ads might be playing, but if you got YouTube Premium, you're lit. It was all so simple. We haven't had a trade in a week, I think. Tomorrow becomes a week since our last trade. Week starting off decent though. Pretty decent start. Pretty decent price. What do you guys rate today? 1 to 10 on price action, not if you took a position or not. Off of price action, what would you rate it? You guys give it a 5? I think 5 plus minimum. I'll give it 5.5. 5.5 out of 10. We had one idea, right? We came close one time, Wick entries. And that was it. Just that one idea. And we have ideas pending here, but kind of far still. But 5.5. It was decently volatile. Just wasn't anything crazy. Have you tried matcha? Yeah, I used to get that like chat time or something. Bubble tea back in the day. Matcha's cool. Matcha cool. I just drink coffee. Matcha cool though. It's not too bitter. It's like decent. W Surge. I'm glad, man. Now having YouTube Premium 2026 crazy work. Yeah, YouTube Premium is the best. Like YouTube Premium is good because it has music too, and you can get unreleased songs on YouTube and just save it and download it unreleased, right? Or leaked songs, whatever. Like songs that aren't on DSPs, and it's good. Like I try not to use Spotify anymore. I have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium. If I were to cancel any subscription and keep one, it'll be YouTube Premium for YouTube and all of that music. Matcha? Yeah, man. I don't. Gotcha. I. Our 11 a.m. here, guys. 11 a.m. Eastern here. So we are going to see how the 1 hour opens up. And then after seeing how the 1 hour opens up, we are going to set a session stop loss. So what that means is we just set it at a zone where if it breaks that, we'll call it a day off of where price is kind of headed to start. But I want to see how this 1 hour opens up first. So it looks like it closed holding the ranges. So interesting. It looks like you can get a range fill towards 7.2. But let's see. Let's see. You need a little bit of volume kicking in here. So let's see. Could you get that volume kicking in? You can also get a top wick first too because it's a bullish channel, right? So I want to see what happens here to start. Either way though, if we're looking for sells, it's below 7.2. Below between 7.2 and 5.6. And then for the buys above 5.121, so we're just in the middle. We're gonna let the 1 hour create a top wick or a bottom wick, whatever it wants to do first. But this is the range we're not gonna be part of. Also, yeah, King Vision, I saw your message. I'll get back to you after the session ends. Today's consolidation day? You think so? Oh, starting to glitch a little bit. Z. So this is gonna require 120 pips to go. Let's see. Pay attention. Man, I'm yawning. Am I mudded? No, I'm not mudded. What do you guys do when you guys trade? You guys sit here? You guys just sit here and watch? Not enough stimulation, huh? Sometimes I kind of wish I stream during like the evening. I'm more like energetic that time, but that's Asian. I'm not touching that session. But yeah, evening I'm like a lot more awake. Would a year of the horse be good for your trading, you think? I think every year is good for your trading, man. I mean, whatever you want to believe in, right? But it's every year is, if you're disciplined, you're disciplined. Right? So that's how I see it. If you're disciplined, you're disciplined. If there's a move, there's a move. Yeah. Are you born? Are you of a horse? I'm a dragon, so mine passed. My year was 2 years ago. 2024 music. Got to dip soon, like 23rd. Wait, you getting another haircut, bro? Fire rat. What's the year of a rat? That's like next year? I was watching videos on iRacing. You gotta play it, man. You feel it. Like, you actually feel the pressure and everything. That's why I like it. It just feels like it's actually, you feel something from it. It's not like some, you know, what you call it, GT7 Gran Turismo. Like, you actually, or like any other racing game, you actually feel it. You feel the pressure and all of that. Oh yeah, F1. Yeah, I did. It was actually a good race. was actually a good race. I thought Ferrari was gonna finish top 2. It was a good race. Max came back from 21st to 6th. It was good. George Russell did pretty good. Antonelli did pretty good too. What else happened? Who's that new guy from Red Bull Racing Bulls? He did good too. Yeah, it was a good race. It was like a lot of, especially the first 10 laps. There's a lot of, like it was actually close racing. We haven't got that in a while. In Australia too, so there's a lot of straights in Australia. Do you speak Thai? No, man. I speak English and Vietnamese. I don't speak Thai. I look Thai. Thai? Lindblad, yeah, him. Yeah, Ferrari messed with the strategy. Yeah, they did. They cooked up on the pit stops. They didn't. Twice actually, they cooked up. Man, that's same year, new year, same old Ferrari. I think Max, if Max qualified, I think he would have won. Or I would have came top podium for sure, but I gotta see how fast that their car is versus Mercedes. What's up, man? Have your lines gotten better? Bro, I'll cook you in iRacing. Don't even. I'll cook you now. I told you, give me like a year. It got me a year. I'll cook you easy. Any track, any car, I'll cook you for sure. I'll cook you like dusted. Any track, any car. Give me 2 weeks. All right, bro. Get your subscription and go and get through rookies first. Good luck. Get through the rookies first. Go race the Mazda, the MX Cup. What's it called again? MX2? I think that's what you race. The Miatas. Yeah, the Miatas. MX5, yeah. Go race the MX5s. Yeah, rookie took me like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Like at first, I was like crashing into people on purpose, and then I got timed out, suspended for a couple of weeks, and then that's when I actually took it seriously. So it took me like a month, I think, to get out of rookies, and now I'm sitting at like A license. Yeah, it was. Mercedes might destroy the competition, except they're 1-2. Oh yeah, China's next week. True. All right, guys. I think we're gonna start placing a session stop loss here because I have no idea. We can't wait here forever, right? Our trade window is coming to an end here, so I think we are going to place. What are we going to place here? Let's see. Hold on. Let's give it another 5 minutes. Or another 2 minutes here. I want to say there's 15 closes here before we place a session stop loss. I would imagine we'll place something up here though. At those highs. If you break those highs, then GG's. Don't and keep talking. I'm using your stream to take a nap. Have you ever played Alan Wake? No, I haven't played that. You said 4.5? Yeah, I can see 4.5. I give it a 5.5 just because we had one idea. And anything, one idea for me is usually over a 5. We actually have never gone at 8+. It's usually a 6, 7 max. You place any session stop loss? Yeah, no, soon. Another 5 minutes. Another 2 minute term. Biggest trade I ever had? I think it was like 1,000+ pips or something like that. They were 800, 900 pips, something like that, over a weekend. That was 2 winters ago, I think. No, 3 winters ago. I think 2023. Or 2022. 2022, probably 2023, some shit like that. I think during the winter time, around that time. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was 2022 or 2023. I think it was like, I remember it was around the time I started playing hockey. That was like maybe 2022, right? I think so. I think December or some shit like that. Or maybe October, November, September, October, quarter 4. I think it was quarter 4. Yeah, it was, I think it was this, man. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, biggest trades come and go, right? Biggest trades don't really mean much. Was it this? Or was it quarter 4? Was it this? Maybe it was this. Yeah, I think it was that. All right, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna place a session stop loss here, guys. Honestly, we'll place one right here. We'll just place one right here because like this volume is like still in the range here. All right, there's no signs of it consistently moving just yet. So yeah, we'll see if you break above 59.7, I'm just gonna hop off and then we'll be on tomorrow. But if you continue to push down, then we have ideas below 7.3, right? But we just need volume to kick in. So I think that's a good session stop loss to place above that high. If you flip, then you flip and you should fill the wake up. And our ideas are above 5.121, so I don't know how long that's gonna take to get there, right? Okay, it's already 11:20, so time is passing. What do you think it's gonna do in 5 minutes? No idea. Guys, you guys how being a trader doesn't mean that you can predict everything that's gonna happen, right? Wow, my camera actually froze. Wow, I thought I fixed it, man. It lasted pretty long today, though. 3 hours, no freeze. Let me see what else I can fix. Might be my PC. What was I gonna say? Yeah, being a trader, it's like you're not always, you can, like, a lot of times I'm just here like I have no clue what's going on. I'm just waiting for ideas to form. I just have plays marked up, and when the market prints those plays, then I'm in, right? That's kind of how I view it. But in terms of like predicting and guessing where it's headed, no clue. There's zones that can bounce off of, right? That's what we try to find, but whether it gets there or not, no idea. So the next 5 minutes, that's too much to ask for. That's not what your goal as a trader is, right? Omid 23. Can you put the I need the images here. What's it called? What's it called? The GIFs? No, the shit, man. I'm unk. The stickers? Nah. Emotes. The emotes. The emotes. Not emotes. That's what it is. Does your trader just analyze? I trade. We take roughly 2-3 trades a week on average lately for the last year and a half. So we trade. There's just been nothing today. Nothing that I said happened. Nothing that I wanted to get happened. If you want to watch something that trades every day, you can. I'm sure you can find someone that takes a trade every session. You can go their channel and watch them. But I'm hunting. And sometimes we're not even hunting. Like right now, we're not even hunting because it's nowhere near our zones. But you gotta just, be patient. What do your friends ask you? Where do you think it's gonna go? Yeah, they'd be thinking like, there's no I don't know where it's gonna go. Shit, like I think first couple years of trading, like your ego kind of gets you though. You're sort of like you're like, oh yeah, I know where it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go up, then down, then here, then here, then here. If you see that bullshit, leave that person's channel right away. Unsubscribe. Go to this channel. But I don't know, right? Like a lot of times you don't know. A lot of times like you try to test yourself though, right? And like when you're trading, you try to test yourself. Like, oh, do I still have it in me? Can I still be consistent? Can I get a trader? Like you don't need to test yourself. Once you get rid of that testing yourself shit, once you beat that shit, right? You're just a lot more patient. Like because you're very strict to your strategy after. You know what you're looking for. You know what ranges are non-tradable for you. You know that this thing is gonna drop down 800 pips and you're not gonna be part of the move, right? But when you first started trading, you're like 800 pips? Where, right? And then you try to get in. And you're always trying to get in to that next move. It's not about getting to the next move. It's about getting to your move, right? Your move. So those moves will obviously constantly happen. But is it your move? Is it what you planned for? Right? But you're not here trying to like predict like, oh, I don't know. I have no idea. But I know is I didn't do my move today. They didn't break below 6. They didn't break above 21. And that's why it's still in the range. We don't trade ranges, right? Whatever happened, this move here, weak ass move, right? Got corrected right away and still no direction. So what happened today? In the range, but there was a reason why these zones here were very crucial, right? So yeah, we analyzed today a lot of time. We analyzed, wait for price, and we're about to hit the highs here, so it might be GG's. But you show up the next day, right? Come back the next day, show up, and see if you get your opportunities or not. All right, man. Laters, man. Peace out, Penzo. I need to get ready just in case. No worries, bro. Yeah, man. We'll see you tomorrow, man. We'll be here. We'll be here. For sure. Gonna hit. Yeah, we're about to hit 97 here, so it might be GG's. If you're looking for a trade still, guys, you can still sit here and watch, right? It's just like these are my trading hours. But if you're looking for a trade still, I'm sure there's a small chance there could still be volume coming in. It's 11:20, so this time it's a hit or miss. But you are breaking above 97 here, so I would imagine that the 1 hour flips here, and there's a wick fill here. Right at the end of the day, you have your own set of plays that you're looking for, And if these moves happen to be your set of plays, by all means take them, right? But nothing. The next thing I'm looking for is probably buys above 5121, and it's already 1120. And I don't know how long that's gonna take to get up there. That's 220 pips to go. All right, so it could happen, but we'll find out tomorrow if it does happen, all right? Yeah, that's it. All right, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Eastern, around there. I'll be on. See you in the morning. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Laters. Leave a like and sub to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Later, everybody. Peace, peace.
See this in 3D. All lights out for me. All lights out for me. Lightning strikes the beat. 8 degrees. Warm it up for me. Finally free. Found the God of me. And I want you to see. I can walk on water. 1,000 miles from shore. I can float on the water. Father, hold me close. Don't let me drown. I know you won't.
Yeah, walking on the bridge, I threw my sins over the deep end. Sipping till my stomach hurt this month, I done lost 3 friends. Early morning brainstorming, normally I can't sleep in. Sometimes I just wanna restart it, but it all depends. If I'ma be that same young hungry from West End. But my heart is frozen, the crazy part, I ain't have no pen. Maybach interior came with sheepskin. Still remember when I just had 3 bands. Now I'm the one everyone call on, cause I got deep pants. Bro told me the way to beat the game is on the defense. And never phased by names that they might call me, but they gon' respect it. And I feel like you better off trying to call, I might not get the message. And she just tried to run off with my heart, but I blocked off the X. Yeah.
I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know that you look over us so ceaselessly. Rain down the rain. Yeah. Oh.
I was up for self. I was up for sale, but I couldn't tell. God made it rain, the devil made it hell. Dropped out of school, but I'm the one at Yale. Made the best tracks, it still went off the rail. Had to go down, down, down. This a new town, town, town. This a new 10, 10, 10. I'm going in, in, in. Here I go on a new trip. Here I go acting too lit. Here I go acting too rich. Here I go with a new chick. And I know what the truth is. Still playing out the 2 kids. It's a lot to digest. When your life always moving, architecture digest. But I needed home improvement. $60 million home. Never went home to it. Genius gone clueless. It's a whole lot to risk. Alcohol Anonymous. Who's the busiest loser? Heated by the rumors. Read into it too much. Fiending for some true love. Ask him, what do you love? Hard to find what the truth is, but the truth was that the truth sucked. Always in the do stuff, but this time it was too much. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody's so judgmental, everybody hurts, but I don't judge rentals. It was all so simple.
I see you in 3D. The dawn is bright for me. No more dark for me. I know you're watching me. 80 degrees.